So week 49 updates at ClockIt, and today I'm going to show you the mobile app features that are coming out with the new scheduler. It's a completely new mobile app, but the core of ClockIt remains the exact same. I'm going to show you the app in the simulator in our dev environment because that's the easiest way to explain how things work. Now, I did showcase the scheduler last week, and this week I wanted to focus on showing you how the scheduler works on the new mobile apps. The app interface is the exact same for both iOS and Android, and both of these apps will be coming out together. It's in the final stages of testing and will be launched soon. So by default, when you create an employee in the scheduler, you are assigned a default shift. You have the option of creating different kinds of shift templates, which you go ahead and then assign to the user. And every time I add a schedule for the user, it shows up inside the mobile app. So for example, on the 7th of December, you can see that there is a PTO which is applied by an employee, and it shows you my shift as well. Let me very quickly show you what happens when I assign a shift to another user. So I can just go ahead, assign shift, and then you would see that the shift starts showing up on the mobile app. Now, in the mobile app, I'm the admin, and hence I can see everyone's shifts and schedules, and I do have other permissions which have been set as well, which allows me to clock in, clock out for another user or not. You have the option of setting these under the groups and permissions inside ClockIt. If I was to go inside my shift, I can very simply clock in or clock out, and I have the option of location capture. I have the option to set up the to-do list and the shift notes. I also have options to upload photos as a part of the shift. Now, if I was to be looking into the other employee's shift, I can just click on that employee and I can see the shift details which I just assigned. And since this simulator, I don't have the access to the location and what have you, so it does not allow me to clock in and clock out for that user because this shift demands that there has to be a location. So you can block out your clock in, clock out rules for your users. Now, let's say I go ahead and assign another shift for another user, and you can set the date range, or you can even set for how long, or how would you like to repeat that shift for that user. And finally, the schedule gets assigned to that user. Going back into the simulator, I can see that there is a shift assigned, and you can see all the users that have clocked in or clocked out within the shift itself. Now, these shifts have the option of location capture, background location tracking, and geofencing. And the way you set all this up is, there are two ways to do this. I'm going to show you the first method. So once a shift has been assigned, you can simply go into the shift and you have the option of setting the rounding rules, break rules, IP rules, and location rules. Now, location rules are that you can set either one location or multiple locations for that user. The rounding rules simply specify how you would like to round the time every time they clock in and out. Break rules, this is a highly requested feature, so you can set up any number of breaks that the user can take. For example, it can be a coffee break, a lunch break, and you can set up rules for each of those breaks that they are going to take. When you set that up inside ClockIt, in the mobile app, we do have the break section, and it will show you all the breaks that have been enabled for a user, or you could, and they can simply clock in and out of that break. There are additional features that are there in the mobile app, which I would be covering in the next set of videos. So I just wanted to highlight how you would track the clock in, clock out times for different schedule. And all of this works in real time. So for example, if I clock in, it says that I'm clocked in into the mobile app. And when I come into the ClockIt window, you can see that it shows as clocked in, and if I was to click on the shift, I would be able to see the different times that I'm clocking in and clocking out. I can also look at my to-do notes and also mark them as done, not done, and all of this information also gets captured inside the to-do list over here. So you can set up a to-do list for a shift, and each shift can have its own set of settings. Now, I did say that there are two ways to manage the shifts. One is that you can either edit an assigned shift to the user, or you use the shifts templates that we have, and the way you access that is you can go into company settings and go to the shift templates, or simply use our universal search and go to shifts, manage shifts and schedules. And inside of this, you can manage all your schedules. And what happens is that you can create a template, and then you can assign these templates to different users, and thereby making it a step easier to schedule users. Now, a good feature that we have is the schedules also shows you the PTO of employees. So on a single view, you get to see which employees are taking off, all the shifts that have been assigned to the users. You get to see which ones they have clocked into and which ones have a missed punch. So this is the new mobile app, just the scheduling feature in a nutshell. Stay tuned to see more videos. We will be coming out with videos and tutorials on how to manage the PTO, how to manage the shifts, and so on. That's all for now. My name is Basil. I'm the founder of ClockIt, and we help companies do payroll in 5 minutes.